Happily island hopping as he meanders his way to the Tokyo summit, President Reagan arrived tonight on the exotic Indonesian island of Bali. The Reagans and Indonesian President Suharto watched a performance by traditional Balinese dancers. Image-conscious aides have been trying to get reporters to call this Mr. Reagan's Winds of Freedom journey. But even as the president arrived, Indonesia expelled one American and two Australian journalists because of reports the Suharto government said were critical. Bali is one of those rare places where time seems to stand still, where life has a certain dream-like quality. But it's only one small part of a big, sprawling, complex nation. CBS News correspondent Bob Simon profiles it.
Christopher Columbus was actually trying to get here when he discovered America, the Spice Islands, the morning of the world they've been called, the place where dawn begins. Bali is a place where people don't wear watches. They move with the precision of the seasons. They have conspired with nature to fashion beauty and harmony as if their work and their worship had been choreographed by their gods.
But this is not the land that time forgot. Appearances are deceiving. In fact, these paddies, which were cultivated before history was written, are now growing the very latest strains of miracle rice. In fact, 20 years ago, Indonesia imported more rice than any country in the world, and still, thousands starved. Today, there's enough rice for everyone, and enough left over to export.
But the export that has made the difference is oil that accounts for 70% of Indonesia's foreign earnings, a prosperity which the collapse of oil prices could jeopardize. You can see oil money in Jakarta's sparkling new skyline. You can see it in the shopping mall mentality of Indonesia's new middle class. You can see it in the well-fed faces of children in the country. But every dollar drop in the price of oil cost the country close to $400 million. For the first time in 2 decades, the government has been forced to cut its budget. That means
hard times for the Indonesian people, reduction in development programs, and that means a certain amount of pain. That almost inevitably translates into political pressures.
the pressure could come from Islamic fundamentalists in this largest Muslim country in the world. It could come from urban slums in a country where per capita income is still below $600 a year, where the population of 160 million is expected to double in 50 years. But Suharto rules with a strong arm and an iron fist, manipulating people and political factions with the dexterity of a puppet master. Sometimes through a balance of forces, sometimes through force. Suharto has ruled for 20 years with his generals and his credo that discipline must be defended against divisive forces, such as freedom of the press. Brigades of Suharto, brigades of the future. Different forces, different desires.
They want jobs, they want better food, and I think what's more important, they want participation in public affairs.
New hopes and hard times converging on 1,000 islands. The Indonesian answer?
Smiling all the time and be patient.
Not as easy as it was when Indonesia was so far from the rest of the world. So far that even Christopher Columbus got lost along the way. Bob Simon, CBS News, Bali.
And that's the CBS Evening News for this Tuesday. Dan Rather reporting from New York. We'll see you here again tomorrow. Good night.